Hey guys, hello. How are you all doing tonight? We have some song in the beginning, How are you doing, guys? I hope you're doing great. It's evening, right? And this first person who's joined, yay! Nice. Yeah, I wanted to do this live to share how you answer the negative reviews. But before, you always know that we have a little dancing party. Just for some fun, because I know that for some of you this is the lunch break. For some of you, you're also tired that you're all ready to go to bed or something. It depends on where you are. I know that there are some people from New Zealand, so it has to be like morning for them already, I guess. Okay, it's good to see everybody. It's so good to see you guys. And I have to share why I started this. Say hi guys. Yeah, so I want to, I was so really pissed, sorry for the word, from this article on Forbes. And I love Forbes, I love it. But there was something that got me so bugged that I wanted to do this live to share how you respond to negative reviews. Okay, let me switch that off. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to spend your time just for this, all the small talk and everything, but on the other side, you want to connect to people. That's what I love doing. I love this. Yeah, thank you for your hearts. And if you're on chat, if you have just joined, please write me something so that I can, so that I can see you guys. And I know that I'm not talking to my telephone like this stupid girl. Okay, good. So, negative reviews. Guys, I need to share. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Guys, I need to share this. So, number one, who I am. I'm somebody who has been lucky enough to have a very successful consultancy in different countries in the world, and somebody who has worked with brands like McDonald's, MaxMara, Kenzo, Visa, Crédit Agricole, and many more. So these big brands, yes. And then I'm also a US certified customer experience consultant. I am a professional speaker at NSA in New York. So I've been lucky, and I'm very grateful for this. But also, I love helping small businesses. And as you know, I see some people from the BMTV gang. Hey, Samantha, that I had suggested to some people to do several calls with me, small little, micro businesses, and so many of them were concerned, what do we do when we have negative reviews, okay? And just like, boom, I open Forbes and it says, here's how you answer to the negative reviews. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I'll just share it. But before I share stuff, I like to read it, right? So that I don't share something that I don't agree with. And so this article was super extra cool until one point, which got me so bugged. So I'm going to share with you today the nice stuff, the nice things, and something that really we are not so sure works with customers. So let's go deep into this. Are you ready? I hope so. Okay, so now, number one, guys, you have to remember this. You will always have negative reviews. Okay? Now, I know that some of you are boss, like, what? Are you talking on customer service? Are you the person who is a customer service speaker? Somebody who teaches customer service? Somebody who teaches MBA students? Yes. And are you saying we'll have negative reviews? Yes, guys, yes. So just, accept that. Now, also, you have to know that if you only have good reviews, people do not believe those companies, okay? Those sound fake. And think about yourself, when you're looking for a restaurant, and if you see only great reviews, what do you think? Fake, right? That's what you think. So if you have bad reviews, that's okay, unless there's the majority of bad reviews. Now, you always have negative reviews, and why? I do have several things for you that I wanted to share. Put them down. I got all prepared. And if you want to take notes, please do, because this is something that will help you right away. So it doesn't matter, by the way, where those negative reviews are. Google reviews, Yelp, anything, Facebook, whatever, okay? So why do we have negative reviews? Number one, we drop the ball, right? Sometimes we do drop the ball. And that's one reason. That's just one reason. Now, number two, miscommunication with customers. Yes, miscommunication with customers. It just happens, we meant one thing and then customers realize another thing. They don't understand our policies. They don't understand the product. So yeah, boom, here's the bad review. Now, number three, life happens. Okay, and yes, sometimes you thought you're the best, you did the great job, but then something happens and you just have the negative reviews. That's fine. Okay, now I see, Samantha, your point. You're saying that fake reviews, sometimes we do get fake reviews from competitors, but that's so rare right now. It used to be a thing years ago, but not right now. So please, because I've talked to some owners who are like, who cares? These all bad reviews are from competitors. I don't care about those. No, this is not true. Okay. So one thing like that, remember that, it's not always your competitors. Yes, sometimes you can have fake ones, but these are like minuscule. Okay. The French word here. So maybe like even less than 1% you would have of those. Yes, they happen. Now, what you have to do, please do not think about the complaint or the person who is complaining. Think when you respond to those. Now, this is the boom, 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 boom part of this live. Think not about the person who wrote the review. Think about everybody else who will be reading what with your response, right? Okay, because just, think when your friend writes a bad review. Even if it's a fake review, who do you believe, huh? Who do you believe? Tell me. Tell me, who do you believe? You believe only your friend, right? You do not believe the company. Even if you like the company, usually you would say, okay, I guess my friend will be right. So always think not about the person who wrote it, but all other your potential customers who will be reading your response. And even if they know that this was a fake, because sometimes you can figure. So if they know that this was a fake review, guess what? Everybody else is like sitting like this, having their popcorn and thinking, okay, let's see what the company is going to respond. So be careful with that. Now, customers do not know what they want sometimes, and yes, that's true, but I don't want you to have this feeling of sometimes customers they just don't know what they want. That's why they write bad reviews. So customers want too much, they have huge expectations. If you allow yourself to have those thoughts on your mind, believe me, your response will be bad. Okay, so do not have those thoughts. Okay, think about this as, okay, this is somebody who wants to help us. Think about this as the free consultancy, okay? Because if you do not listen to those and if you do not answer the right way, guess what? You'll be hiring Anastasia and you'll be like, Anastasia, help us with all those bad reviews. I don't want you to hire me for this, please, okay? I don't want you. Please, just think, okay, so probably this person wants to help us. And second, think of this as your way to save existing customers and also as a marketing to your potential customers, okay? Now, we will go deeper into this, but just, change your thinking about this. Okay, now, so here we are coming to the part that bugged me in Forbes article. You ready? Okay, so what do you do once you have those reviews? So you have the negative review, you have two stars, 1 star, somebody is not happy. So here I do agree with Forbes just a bit, and I'll tell you where I agree, but then something happens where I disagree so much that I wanted to share it with you. So, number 1, Forbes is saying, please answer immediately. Yes, that is very true. And there's so much research right now which says that, 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 minutes, I say the faster the better, because the person is waiting for the response, okay? So that's number 1, answer immediately. Now, second, and here Forbes says it, and I do agree wholeheartedly, apologize. Yeah, apologize. It doesn't matter if the review is true or fake, who cares? Nobody cares. Remember, you're thinking about the potential customers who will be reading your response. So you have to say, we're so sorry, we do apologize for this, we do apologize that you had those bad emotions. Now, here comes the part where I totally disagree with Forbes, and it's not just because I'm so cool and I feel like I have a power to disagree with Forbes. No. But just because, and I did write for Forbes, so this is not it. It's just because from all our years and experience with those huge brands, this number 3 thing does not work at all. It frustrates the customers. Okay, so what is it? Forbes is saying, number 1, answer immediately. Number 2, apologize. Number 3, ask them for more details. Never do this, okay? Like, never, ever, ever do this. Why? Because imagine you're taking your time, and by the way, why do customers take time to write a bad review? They could just say, you know, who cares? We're just leaving. And by the way, 95% of American customers do not say anything bad. They just leave. Because why would you go into all this process of, you know, writing a negative review and going into this conflict and everything? You don't want this. Naturally, we do not want this. So what's happening now? And imagine the person took their time, they wrote the review, they said, we have been here, we didn't like this and this and this and this. You know, Samantha wasn't good with us. Samantha is not about you. I'm sure you're awesome, but you know, she was slow or something like this. And then, do you know what companies do? They say, give us more details. I mean, like, seriously? The person has just given you all the details they wanted. If they wanted to give you more, they would have done those things, right? So please do not ever ask your customers about more details, because you will be frustrating them even more. Unless you want to kill a customer, ask them for more details. But usually we don't want this. So, you know, think about it this way. They have already written to you, okay? They have already written to you. Do not say, and especially don't do those things as some companies, and by the way, I was preparing myself for this, and I looked at huge hotel brands, huge, wonderful hotel brands, not Ritz-Carlton because they are the best, but some huge 4 stars, 5 stars, no, yeah, 4 stars probably, but I won't give you the names. But this is how they answer. They say, thank you so very much. We like to, you know, what's the cliche that we always use? What's the copy paste? We want to improve our customer service. Thank you so much for writing this. It's so valuable, blah, blah, blah. And then they go like this. Please send an email with all the details to our address, quality or customer service at blah, blah, blah. What? Guys, this is redirecting your customers. They are already here, okay? They took time, they're writing you this, so please do not ask them for more details, or, you know, or do not tell them go somewhere else. Meet them in the channel where they are. If you're there, meet them at that channel, okay? Okay, so that's it. Now, do not say we will investigate the issue. Guys, like, seriously. Okay, give us more details, because we want to investigate the issue and we want to come back to you as soon as possible. Now, what are you guys? What are you, like a communist country? What are you, a police department that you're gonna investigate the issue further? Do not say those things. These are the triggers, okay? Several words like, this is not according to our policy, this is not according to our rules, we will investigate the issue. These things are triggers. They trigger your customers so much that you will most probably have another bad review, but now on their Facebook page or on their Instagram, where they have tons and tons of friends, 22K. So do not do this, please, okay? Now, do not make excuses. This one is huge. This one is huge. Like, oh, we are so sorry this happened, but you have to understand. We are living through the pandemics and we only have 2 people serving you. So be grateful. Do you remember those Facebook memes, pictures all over the place, or Instagram? Like, be kind to those people who showed up, And I do agree with this. Like, be kind to people. Please be kind, be nice to people who serve you. By the way, do you know that this is the best way to see the character of the person, somebody that you want to hire, or girls, if you're not married yet? This is a great way to look at the character of your future to be, because the way we treat the people who are serving us shows our character the best. So yeah, be kind to those people, but companies, please do not use this as an excuse. Don't say, you know, you haven't seen, there is a huge logistics breakdown in the world. You know, of course we will have your stuff delivered in 2 weeks. and not in 1 week as we have promised. No, guys, take full responsibility, because yeah, customers have understood this. We understand it's COVID, it's logistics, but what we don't like, we do not like when companies use this as an excuse. We do not like this, right? We want to tell the company, please, take ownership. Tell me what you're gonna do with this. Okay, now, are you ready for some more? Do not point fingers. So this is something more about, yes, COVID would be this. Then also, we have already laid off this person. This person was awful with you. Do not do this, because this is the company's responsibility to treat customers and to have the best customer service. This is not, you cannot say that, Mark was not in a good mood, that's why he did this. Okay? Okay, now what do you do? I told you tons of things. Do not do this, do not do this. Now, what do you actually do? So number 1, you remember this, right? Who remembers it, by the way? Who remembers? Apologize, right? Sincerely apologize. Guys, no copy pastes. And you'll be amazed if you look at huge brands and on TripAdvisor, on Yelp, on Google, you'll be amazed at how many copy pastes we still have. Okay? The same phrase. No, do not do this, because we customers, people, we want personalized approach, right? So please don't do this. Now, so number 1, apologize without any excuses. Apologize in a nice, genuine way. The same way you would tell your friend, you would just say, and sometimes I use this all the time, by the way, okay, with our customers. When I need to apologize in front of our customers, yeah, that happens, guys, that happens, yes. So when I need to apologize, I sit down, I prepare this wonderful official letter, and then I'm like, dump it, because nobody's going to read it. It only will frustrate people. So what I think, okay, how would I simply tell my friend? Okay, and of course you cannot use the same language as you would have used with a friend, but still it gives me the direction. Okay, so I would probably say something like, Samantha, I'm so genuinely, sincerely sorry. This should not have happened. I feel so bad for this, right? So this is something that you would say in the normal language, and this is something that your people understand. Well, why, when we talk in business, we start being so official and so like lawyers, right? And then it triggers the person. It triggers. Okay, so apologize and then say what you are going to do, and ta-da! When? Now, think of internet as a stage. You can't say, imagine somebody comes up on the stage and says, okay guys, I do have a great plan for you, but I'm gonna go and ask my manager if I can actually decide it. If it's good enough, I'm gonna ask my producer, and then I'm gonna go back. This shit doesn't happen. I'm sorry. This doesn't happen, right? So, I'm sorry. So, sometimes I get too excited. I have to slow down. Woohoo! Okay, so usually what you would say what you're gonna do right now. Never say things like, we will forward this to department, no, nobody believes this anymore. Now, by the way, during the pandemic, people have become more sensitive. Customers have become so sensitive. They do not want to cope with all the excuses that we are giving them, right? So, think of it as a stage. Think of it as your time to shine. You are going to be a superhero, okay? So what you say, I'm so very sorry for this. This shouldn't have happened. Do not make any excuses, because nobody reads the excuses. They're usually people like, oh, okay, this is an excuse, dump it. So they don't even read it. Now, say what you're gonna do right now. And right now, we would like to give you a gift of this and this and this and this. We would like to give you the certificate for this and this and this and this, to close that, right? And we are so sorry, and we just want to close that. So, or somebody has complained that you gave them a burnt pizza. So just say, thank you so very much for telling us, and please come back. We're gonna make a new pizza for you. Now, if you think, what are you thinking right now? Tell me. Can somebody put it in the chat? What are you thinking right now? If you start, saying all that about people coming back and giving them new pizzas, what's gonna happen? I know what owners think. They think what? That everybody else is gonna come now and they will want free pizzas, right? Now guys, this is not happening. This doesn't happen. Believe me, we have checked this in huge and in small companies. This does not happen. What usually happen is that potential customers are like, okay, yeah, that can happen. pizza can sometimes be burnt, or the messengers sometimes can be in a bad mood. Yes, that happens. But look at this cool company. Look at how they handled this in a nice way. So I better go there and I better check myself. Okay, and I'm telling you this because my husband and I have just opened a pizza place. Yes, we are doing all the consultancy, but also we have opened this small business. And this is what happens to us. We only have 5-star reviews, but then somebody, occasionally somebody would say, I don't like my pizza. So come back. We're so sorry for this. Come back. We're gonna make a new pizza for you. Do customers come and say, oh, I read it on your Facebook, on your Google reviews, give me pizzas now? No, nobody does it. And even if they did, usually it's like, here's the percentage, guys. Less than 2%, and usually it's 1% and even less of your customers will come and actually, I'll just say, use you or take advantage of you. Usually, even if we've been working with huge retailers, huge grocery retailers. In their business, it happens like 0.05%. Okay, so that does not happen. Now, if you want to know more about this and you're like, oh, okay, she's gonna sell something right now. No, I'm not. I have nothing to sell to you because we're working with huge companies. So I only have time for maybe one-on-one consulting, and that happens like once in 6 months. So no, but I'm gonna recommend you a book. You ready for this? You want a book? Yes? No? Tell me something, because I feel like I'm losing you guys. Okay, so here's the book. The book is called Hug Your Haters, and it's written by Jay Baer. Okay, Jay Baer, B-A-E-R, I believe. Hug Your Haters. It's a blue book, great book. Okay, great book. So please, if you want to know more, and if you do not believe me, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to, because I always say everything the consultants tell you, it's a hypothesis. Okay, this is something that we know from our experience and from different countries and from different companies, but that might not be applicable to your business. So that's fine. That's okay, guys. Try it. Okay, I always tell my clients, try it and then see if it works. Great. If it doesn't work, let's try something else. So this book, Jay Baer, Hug Your Haters. That's a great book, guys. And I'm sure it will open your thinking around those negative reviews so much. And again, just to wrap up this, when you answer a negative review, think of this. Number one, you want to save this customer, but even if you don't want to save this customer, you want to save all the potential customers, okay? So, and by the way, the last advice that I'm gonna give to you, guys, if you are a founder of a business or an owner of a business or a CEO, please never ever answer the comments, the negative reviews, I mean. You know why? Especially if you're a founder of a business. Founders of business, we treat our business like what? Like a baby, right? We love our business. We know we're working hard. We know how much work we have put into this. And so when somebody gives you a negative review, you're like, ouch, right? And then you get emotional, right? And you can write something that you will regret about. So either if you're a person who has a very high EQ and can handle this, then yes, great, do this. But if you cannot, get yourself somebody, ask your husband to to answer those comments so that you feel good about yourself afterwards. Okay, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you. I do hope you have a nice day, evening, whatever you're having. And if you still have questions, just drop me a quick message. I always reply to all the messages in Facebook. So anyway, I hope you will have only best reviews from your customers. That's what I really wish to you. But if you have negative ones, it's okay. Life happens. Just make sure that you shine there, okay? That you're like the superhero showing how cool you are, right? Okay, thank you so very much, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.